On April 13th, 2016, Miss White was cleaning the home of her client. Miss White has been criticized in the past for her cleaning techniques. Later that night, she went to a restaurant to enjoy some Hispanic cuisine, when all of a sudden, after returning from the bathroom, she collapsed on the floor. She was pronounced dead an hour later.
You're doing it wrong.
Waiter, I'm going to the bathroom. Yes, I thought you wanted to try some strawberry juice.
Oh, thank you. Oh my God, she been murdered. 911.
NYPD, what's your emergency?
Yes, there was a murder here.
I'm calling for backup.
Yeah. Yes, murder in here. Please come in.
5 murder weapons that we're trying to distinguish to find our one suspect. Colonel Mustard, who used sodium carbonate of a molarity between 0.20 and 0.30. Miss Scarlet, who used calcium chloride with molarity of 0.05 and 0.15. Professor Plum, who used sodium carbonate and with a molarity of 0.05 and 0.15. Mr. Green, who used calcium chloride with a molarity less than 0.2, and Miss Peacock, who used sodium carbonate with a molarity of less than 0.30.
Mrs. Peacock, where were you on the day of the murder?
Working on a lab.
Colonel Mustard, where were you?
I was teaching chemistry. Professor Plum, where were you?
Well, I was in the hospital because I had lead poisoning. Mr. Green, where were you?
I was studying.
Miss Scarlet, where were you the day of the murder?
It couldn't have been me. I just have so much to do.
I think we need to do some more investigation.
I don't think that's necessary.
Miss Scarlet, I heard Miss White was your housekeeper. Is that true?
Yeah?
Was she nice to you?
No.
Why wasn't she nice to you?
She didn't clean the damn house right.
What do you mean she didn't clean your house right?
She gave me a rash and she made me miss my casting call.
Well, that doesn't seem very right.
Okay, fine, I killed her.
You're under arrest for the murder of Mrs. White.
I did it because old people are gross.
Reporting to you live from jail with Miss Scarlet. So what's life like in jail?
I hate it here. I have a prison way.
What happened to your voice?
The jail changed me. I'm a new woman now.
Down our suspects because we know that our murder weapon was calcium chloride, which left us with only Miss Scarlet and Mr. Green. From there, we did our calculations, which proved that the molarity of the murder weapon was somewhere between 0.10993 molarity and 0.1495 molarity. From this, we concluded that Miss Scarlet was the murderer, as her molarity was between 0.05 moles molarity and 0.15 molarity. First, we found the balance equation, which is Na2CO3 aqueous plus CaCl2 aqueous yields CaCO3 solid and 2NaCl aqueous. And given this equation, the theoretical mole ratio would be 1 to 1 and 1 to 2. As a a result of the experiment, we found the mass of a solid, which is 0.11 grams of, say, CO3. And then we worked backwards to find the actual mole ratio of that same chemical, and we did this by doing division factors. As a result of the experiment, we were able to find the mass of the solid precipitate, which is 0.11 grams of CaCO3, and by using dimensional analysis, we were able to conclude that the actual mole ratio would be 0.00199901 moles of CaCO3. And then again, by using 0.11 grams of CaCO3, we're able to work backwards and find that there was 0.166 grams of CaCl2. And then again, we did like dimensional analysis and found that there is 0.00199930 moles of CaCl2. And then again, we went back to 0.11 grams and did the conversion factors for Na2CO3 grams as 0.117 grams. And then we do the same thing, conversion factors, and we got 0.0011038. The mole ratio of Na2CO3, and lastly for the NaCl, we did the same thing using 0.11, and we got 0.128 grams of NaCl, and we got 0.0021928 moles of NaCl. And so by using molarity, which is M is equal to moles over liters, we were able to do, so we did 0.001099930 over 0.01, because we use 100 mLs of the chemicals, and we got 0.10993 molarity. And so we then concluded that it was Miss Scarlet based on this information. A little bit. This is actually, I think it actually is 1, 2.